change is in our hands. In our hands as teachers, information, and as teachers in the future. I believe that teaching goes beyond the mere transmission of knowledge. Because when you become a teacher, you become a public figure. Teaching is a social responsibility, and it comes with being a figure of research, of innovation and social leadership. But are we really achieving those things as teachers? Sometimes there is still resistance, and that is what I've noticed too in my practicum. Teachers sometimes think that the students are a blank slate where they should pour all the knowledge in, and the explanation comes just with the book that they bring in their own hands. I believe I have evidenciated how teachers encourage to obsolete methodologies by adhering to necessities from the past and not the necessities from now. So they are always going backwards to the suggestions of needs in education that we had in the past. But we should have research that involves what the student face nowadays. So in this way, we can have a better achievable plan for the demands of innovation in the 21st century, which are undeniable by this globalization dynamics that we are moving in. And strategies like flipped classroom, gamification can make a potential way to innovate and motivate students. And in this way, they can integrate their knowledge and transform themselves and their relationships with their peers through learning. Our pedagogical progress is needing a thrive on the experimentation and willingness to take risk. And what does this mean? To know and innovate in the classroom, to make the decisions grounded on the theory. Our pedagogical progress is needing this fostering of culture and the values of exploration and new methodologies. New methodologies, and it comes with evaluation processes that measure how the skills, learning skills and abilities and competences are being achieved as a part of their learning process, not only for the students, but for the teachers that are enhancing their methodologies. And what are the things that help students and they help the social reality that they face not day to day? I believe that teachers should be committed to orientate their practices for social change. That is why we need to integrate social issues. We need to be informed in those topics, so we could promote critical thinking as well, and we can prepare students overcome the systems that they face and that sometimes oppress their culture, their social groups. Sometimes they don't know that they are a minority because they don't see how their social construction is being is being discriminatory towards a society, towards a community. And so they need to overcome that and participate. They need to know how to change their society. And that is what the pedagogy of Paulo Freire intends to do. They want to for the students to change and act towards the situations they face in their reality. Teachers should reconceptualize their labor. They should know under what discourses are they being oppressed, are they being manipulated sometimes, or what does the government really want from us? How are they really doing those steps towards education? And what is the teacher's role in that specific educational system? Because sometimes we rely on alienation, dogmatism, but it is because we don't reflect on our practice. So, reflecting in our own attitudes, some can avoid censoring practices that limit the learning. And it is also fundamental for education. Education has the power to amp